Welcome back to the channel. We have a Beat My Record challenge today from North Hill White Tees. My current record's even par for those 9 holes. Done that several times, not sure why I can't break par. YouTube records +2, that's my first video I ever put out. Starting on this first hole, only 480, par 5. That drive didn't go very far, high and spinny. We're playing into about a 10-20 mile an hour wind, and that 3-wood also wasn't a very good strike. So you see I'm 40 yards short here. Pitching over the bunker. I thought this was going to be really good because I saw it kind of pitch towards the hole, but it had a lot of green to get there. So we still have about 30-35 feet. And I got to say, guys, I felt like I was muscling the ball today. The first few swings, it did not feel fluid. I did actually putt for about 20 minutes warming up, but not a lot of full swings. So maybe a tough Peloton workout. Olivia, she's crazy. I think I did that the other day. So not sure why I'm so stiff, but hopefully I loosen up later in the round here. Here we're just cleaning up for par. Not a bad 2-putt, pretty mediocre. But second hole, 419, par 4 up the hill. But this is with the wind, that's why I'm hitting a 3-wood. Wind's left to right helping. And it was kind of a necky 3-wood, but it chased out there. Fairway slopes right to left, it held it in the right rough, which isn't a bad spot. And you can see me look backwards there. That was not a good strike. A little chunky on the 5-iron, probably hit that 170, so I'm about 20 yards short of the green. Pitching up the green here, I do have quite a bit of green to work with. That's why I'm using my 56 instead of a 60 here. I want it to chase out. I just don't make great contact. See, I'm not very happy with that. Not chasing after it like I would on a good shot. So we do have about 15-20 feet here left for par. And this, obviously, this second hole is the #1 handicap hole. I think we can see why it's so difficult. Hitting the fairway is not easy, and then hitting the green isn't easy coming up. So we will tap in here for a bogey, not the end of the world. You just want to make sure we don't make a big number here. So, and we move to +1. Moving on to the third hole, we're going back into that wind. I got driver, but we're only 400 yards down the hill. I'm aiming over that tree left of the fairway. I kind of blocked this. I caught the right center of the fairway and it pushed it into the right rough. Everything filters down there towards that hazard. Fortunately, just short of it. Now I have a pitching wedge 118, and our camera, first victim of the wind that day, got blown over during that shot. That was not a bad area to land. I wish it had released here because I'm in the rough and the fringe is right below me there, and everything runs away from me. So I got to be careful with this one. I got to play a lot of left to right too. You can see this swing in here. I don't play quite enough, but that is a good lag. This will get faster throughout the year. That'll become a lot more difficult. Like I said, I think we're now 3 weeks out from the aeration and the sanding. So the greens aren't quite up to speed, but they're getting there. So we'll take a par there in the third for sure. The par 3 fourth, about 190, playing 180 down the hill. I'm hitting my 6-iron. I'm actually aiming at that trap because I've hit so many cuts with the 6-iron recently. Of course, it goes dead straight, and I wind up right in the trap, pin high. You know, if I aimed at the pin, who knows? It would have been beautiful. But we have my 60 degree. I'm just splashing this out. I have quite a bit of green to work with, and I just fly this one a little too far. A little bit too far. Haven't been working a lot on the sand game. Really don't have much places around here to do that. So we're okay with this. We're on the fringe. I think we go at about 15-20 feet. Looking at this for par. I'm relying on, like I said, I warmed up for about 20 minutes putting. So I spent a good amount of time on the practice green, which is very similar to these speeds. And this one looked good for a long time. I thought I'd made it. It just breaks off right at the end there. And we will tap in for bogey here on number 4. Moving on to number 5. So only 280 from the whites. I'm not hitting driver here. I just felt my driver swing was not feeling good right there. And I could have blocked it right into those trees. So I'm just hitting a 6-iron, which would normally leave me about 100 yards. I caught that a little chunky, but it catches the fat part of the fairway. So once again, I just have a wedge in. So this is a pitching wedge. Instead of hitting my 52, I'm hitting the pitching wedge. Pin was on the back left, so I aimed at the middle of the green. It really didn't draw, so now we still have about a 30-35 footer for our birdie. I'd love to have a lot closer look on this type of hole that's so short, but you know, we can't complain with a fairway and a green with a chunked tee shot. So we will get out of here, you'll see in a second, with our par and move on to the 6th. 6th hole, short par 5, 460 up the hill, but this is playing downwind today. I really kind of hit a toey kind of float ball there that just got up high and rode the wind. So it rode it a ways here. You can see I only have 160 left. I'm hitting a 7-iron, expecting that to move more right to left. So I hung it out right. And I was playing it more like a 170 shot. I didn't want to leave this short. Short left is bad on this hole. So if I was long right, that's okay. we do wind up out pin high right. I take 3 rehearsal swings here, which my normal is 2, so I must have been overthinking this, and that's never a good thing. So as you'll see here in a second, not a great result. I wanted to fly that another 1 or 2 yards. We are on the green, however. Look at the good side. You know, the bright side of this is that we do still have a birdie putt. This thing is swinging hard, though. I'm playing probably 4 or 5 feet of break. I'm aiming way right here, and you can see this thing swing off to the left, and I actually make one finally. I think it's been 18 plus holes easy on the channel without a birdie, so it's good to get that off my back. Moving on to the 7th hole, par 4, 320 down the hill. Kind of hit a high, floaty 4-iron. This is back into the wind. Didn't go very far, but it's not going to hurt me on this hole. As you'll see in a second, it found the right side of the fairway, just 120, 125, 130 in. Easy pitching wedge. This one looked really good, just a little right of the flag, but it was basically pin high. So we're looking at about 12, 15 feet for our birdie here on number 7. I felt good over this putt. It felt really good as it came off. I loved the way it was going in there, and it lips out on the back. Just lips out. Thought we were going to have 2 birds in a row after having no birds for 18 plus holes. Sometimes they come in bunches, but not here. So 8th hole. I'm hitting a 6-iron. This is playing about 188, more like 180 since it's downwind. And once again, I hit the kind of, not a dreaded straight ball, but a straight ball. So I was aiming in the middle of the green, staying away from that right-hand pin. Thought maybe, worst case, I'd cut it back at it. It goes straight through. I'm at least on the proper tier. Now I got my 56. I want to throw this a little bit like high and soft. Looking back, maybe 60 was the play, because you'll see in a second, this releases a lot more than I thought it would. Nearly hit it, but release is well past. So I think we're about 8, 9 feet back, at least going uphill. And I noticed when I was looking at this, reviewing this, I did not even take a practice stroke. No pre-shot routine there, and I make it. So maybe I got to go with that. Just see it, hit it. Real simple. Anyway, 9th hole, par 4, 367. Back to the clubhouse. This drive was flirting with those left trees, and as you'll see here in a second, I am under the branch of one of those trees. Normally I would hit like a 52 from here, but I'd be concerned that I catch that branch above me, so I punched a pitching wedge from 105. Landed it 20 yards short. It chased up there, just short of the green. So I will take that every day. Don't practice a lot of punch shots, so that is definitely a good result for me, having to do something like that. And now we have a birdie. It's uphill. It's a little bit left to right, but it is, 25 feet or so. And we do get it up there close. So it was a good lag putt. And we will tap it in here for par on number 9. And we go to add this all up. It's a 37, so 2 bogeys, a birdie, 6 pars. It is a new YouTube record for me at +1. Not my personal best, though. We still got to break par to do that. 4 of 9 greens, 13 putts, so the putting's really coming around. Spent some time there. And like anything, your putting goes. My putting gets better, my irons get worse, so everything sort of levels out. Guys, if you like this video, please like it. Please subscribe. I'm going to be starting a new mini-series called Just the Tips, where I tip it out. Hopefully most courses can be over 7,000 yards, and I will try to break 80 from those distances. So I hope everyone enjoys this. Have a great day. Thank you.